So, historically the owners have been very demanding about improving process, and I think their role is really to drive vision around the technology, including BIM, to say, have you seen this? Can you try this? And be supportive of the risks associated with it. I think it's very hard for an owner to demand BIM specifically. I think it's easier for them to influence and create kind of an attitude towards, I want to try something different, we should try something different. So that's really their role, is to kind of be the support to make sure that we drive change. So I think the nice thing is, I think BIM has kind of been saving our industry, because if you graduated from university today and someone gave you a drafting table and said, draw all these sections, I don't think the younger generation would be very interested in that. I think BIM has created an outlet to keep young talent in our industry, because it's interesting and they're drawing in 3D, and that's how the younger generation looks at technology. They don't look at it traditionally. So I think they have enthusiasm and energy, but it's important to stay grounded in the deep technical aspects. Just because you can draw in BIM doesn't mean that you're an architect yet. You have to do the disciplined things to still be great at your profession. I think what's happening is things like the BIM Summit are very important, because I was impressed with how many people are here, because I think there is faster kind of cultural adoption. I think the US, because of the early 2000s, in the 2000s, the economy was very hot. There was a lot of experience, but even in the US right now, you're still having to explain, like, why BIM. I think here the cultural enthusiasm is far ahead of what we see in the US, and now it's just more about getting the experience around doing more and more projects. So the idea with BuiltTech Labs has really been that I believe that all the problems that we run into, the industry sees these problems. It's not the software company. So BuiltTech Labs is about bringing industry in to work with startups and work with investors to build startups that can actually be successful and give them the support they need. Because I think that's where all the innovation and growth will happen. And even the BIM growth will happen is through startups, because the big companies, they've gotten very big. They don't have to release something new every month and try that hard. Everyone's using Revit or Nemetschek. There's 3 companies. For a startup, it's very hard. So I think giving the support for these startups to be successful and engage with the industry, engage with investors, I think that's what we're really trying to do, to really just improve how we do things.